guys, thanks for visiting my movie vlog. My name's John Campea, and Deadpool 2 is on the way, and today they have released what they are calling now the final trailer, and it just might be the best one they've done yet. So let's go down shot for shot and scene by scene here and start breaking this thing down and take a look at this thing here now. Okay, hold a second. Notice something here. I can't help but feel like, look, maybe to everybody else it's obvious. To me, I don't feel it's so obvious. This feels like they're kind of doing a little bit of a spoof on the Solo trailer. That whole chick, 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 and then that chick, 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 like all that kind of stuff. And then, of course, snowy weather with a train going through the snowy weather. It seems like instantly right off the top, they're kind of taking a little bit of a shot at Solo, which is I thought was great because I never thought they would do anything on that, but it seems like that's what they're doing here.
Intercept the convoy.
Intercept the convoy.
Watch out for Cable.
A few shots of Cable. One of the things I think we're going to see throughout this trailer, and that we do see throughout this trailer, is that they are really emphasizing just how much of a badass Cable is. It seems like one of the things they want to leverage this trailer for is that Cable's not just another guy that, you know, Deadpool has to fight. He's significant, and as we just saw a couple shots of him just taking some guys out easily, that kind of becomes a theme throughout the rest of the trailer. And then going into the LL Cool J.
There's this kid.
Great thing.
Move or die.
Okay, there's this kid, he's in trouble. That's kind of something that they alluded to in the last trailer, and it's kind of cool that they're seeing, as they're progressing with their number of trailers, they're actually revealing a little bit more definitive. Here's the plot. Okay, so it's explicit now. Deadpool says, there's a kid, he's in trouble, so now we know his motivation. By the way, in this shot here, that we see right here, in one of the earlier trailers, I was speculating, hey, when we see him blocking the bullets, when we see Cable blocking bullets, is that just he's blocking with his arm and there's kind of a flash of light? Or like there is in a couple of examples of the comics, is there actually shield? This kind of shot right here kind of makes it explicit. No, he's got some sort of energy shield, which is good to see that they're doing that from the comics as well.
Pump the hate brakes, Thanos.
Okay, somebody said to me before, well, first of all, lots of people says, how many references do you think they're going to make to Thanos? And what I said before to that was, I think we're going to get some subtle references to Thanos, but like nothing too over top or explicit. Boom, there goes that. It's right out the door. He just looks right at the camera, pump the hate brakes, Thanos. So there's that. So you know what? Now I'm kind of expecting to see 5 or 6 of these direct references. From the studio that killed Wolverine. That was great. Actually, I love the way they worded that specifically too, because it's not just from the studio that brought you Wolverine, from the studio that killed Wolverine. I dig that.
I ain't letting Cable get to him. But I can't do this alone.
Okay, again, it's kind of the emphasizing just how much of a threat Cable is and how powerful he is. Like Deadpool himself is saying, I can't do this alone. So that kind of is another little wink to the audience to letting you know, hey, just be prepared for how powerful and formidable this dude is.
We need backup.
Of course,
We're gonna form a super duper fucking group.
It's time to get back on LinkedIn.
I like the line about LinkedIn, although I have to wonder. I am just wondering now if during their reshoots or whatever, or if they could throw one little thing in, if they'll throw in some kind of line about maybe TJ Miller's character phone in a bomb threat or something, just to kind of go on the news. I doubt they will, but it would be pretty funny if they did.
Meet Bedlam.
Okay, we were wondering if that was Bedlam. It seemed like there was a good call that Terry Crews is Bedlam. There's him. Now they're going to go through, the roster here. Interesting thing here too. We speculated that dude standing in the background was Shatterstar, and sure enough, there he is. He's definitely got the classic Shatterstar look there.
Domino, I'm lucky.
Okay, so this is interesting. When they said they were going to do Domino, there was some thought that maybe they'll just have her be like a real badass and that's about it. But it looks like they are staying true to the comic and they're just flat out going, her power is luck. And that's interesting, which really is interesting when you follow up with Deadpool's comments.
Luck isn't a superpower.
Luck is not a superpower.
Very cinematic.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Let's meet in the middle and say no, it isn't.
I love that. Let's meet in the middle and say, no, it isn't. But it's funny because that conversation that Deadpool just had with her is a conversation I have had with several of my friends, never really knowing which side of the fence that I fall on. Luck isn't a mutant power. Luck isn't a superpower. Yes, it is. So that's a conversation I'm sure a lot of us have had with our various friends when talking about her.
Fuck it. It's showtime.
Don't call it a comeback.
I love this LL Cool J tune. Oh, and again, more shots. Cable doing his thing and just how badass he is. Now that kind of points out, seeing all the different damage that is being done throughout there, including some damage that we're seeing done to Peter. It is really kind of cool that we're seeing more of him in these trailers as well. Like Colossus is what was one of the highlights of the first film, and it's nice seeing him being featured a little bit more in these trailers now. It gives me a little bit of hope, because I was a little bit worried that Colossus might only pop up for 1 or 2 minutes in Deadpool 2. And with these trailers, it's kind of suggesting we'll see more of him, which is great because I loved him in the first film.
You're no fucking hero.
Okay, here it comes. This is the line, of course, of the trailer that everybody's going to be talking about.
You're just a clown.
Just dressed like a sex toy.
Sex toy.
So dark. You sure you're not from the DC universe?
Okay, they went there. They totally went there. Complete direct shot at the DC universe. Wasn't kind of expecting that, but they did. Just like I wasn't expecting they'd go at Soul, whatever. I think it's really funny that they did that. I wonder how people are going to react to that, but I thought it was hilarious. Showing off the kids' powers, which is good. Negasonic. Dopinder. This looks great. And of course, the shot we saw in the trailer before. You know,
Bring it.
what's really interesting is more going back to Domino, the shot we just saw her falling, she didn't look concerned. The shot when she's sitting in the truck with the guy who pulls a gun on her, she doesn't even look remotely worried. I think that's not just her having nerves of steel. I think that all plays into her power of being lucky. So like when she's sitting in a truck and some dude points a gun at her face, yeah, she can discern, but she's also not worried at all because she has the power of luck. We see her falling a huge height. She doesn't even look worried about it because she knows she has the power of luck. There's something pretty cool about that. And then this shot is great too.
Get on one-eyed Willie.
So we've seen him chop a bullet before, and then you're expecting here that he's taking out every single bullet.
Ooh,
But no, a ton of them hit him. That's great.
they're really fast.
So Deadpool 2,
And last but not least,
this is great.
Peter, any power you want to tell us about?
I don't have one. I just
So we've seen Peter pop up in another one of the previews, but it's great that they follow this up. I don't have any powers, just answer the ad. It's great that they followed this up
saw the ad.
with this. That's awesome right there. That is great. So that's the new Deadpool 2 trailer. I gotta tell you, man, I think it's the best trailer they've put out yet. The direct reference to Thanos, I still think, you can disagree with me and maybe I'm completely off base there, but it really did feel like they were playing off the Solo trailer at the beginning there too. And of course, the direct shot at the DC universe saying, so dark, are you sure you're not from DC? And I'm sure it's a shot in fun. I'm sure it's all just done in fun. But look, showing off the action, highlighting just how much of a badass that Cable's going to be, really highlighting the luck aspect of Domino's power, taking away all the guessing speculation. It's Bedlam, it's Shatterstar, all these types of things. The action looks terrific. The humor looks like it's going to be on point. Trailer was terrific here. I loved it. I think it's my favorite one. I'm glad it's the final one. I don't want to see any more. I'm ready for Deadpool 2. Question is, guys, what did you think about the trailer? Jump down to the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Were the things that I missed? Like, do you think there was some really significant stuff in that trailer that I missed and overlooked? That's the great thing about these trailers, is sometimes people see things that you don't. Jump into the comment section and let me know. Listen, guys, while you're here, take a second, click on the subscribe button, become a subscriber to my YouTube channel. Also, follow me on social media, on Twitter, simply at John Campea. That'll do it for me, guys. My name's John Campea. Thanks for joining me, and until my next video, bye-bye.